Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn how to create a custom text field on an object. So all you have to do is come to setup, go to object manager, and go into any object. For now, I've chosen our custom supplier object and I'm in fields and relationships. Next, what I have to do is I'm going to click new and I can select any field type from all of this. For now, I want to create a text field, so I'm going to click text. You can read descriptions for all field types over here. You can also see the differences between different text fields. These are brief descriptions written over here. For now, let's just select text and click next. Let's give it a name. I'm going to say supplier postal code. It'll automatically populate the field name and the length. Maximum length allowed for a simple text field is 255 characters, but we can choose the length however we want. So let's say the postal code should not be is not supposed to be longer than 10 characters. So I'm just going to give it a maximum length of 10. This is to avoid people from misusing this field and to maintain data consistency. We can provide a description or a help text on a field. So the description basically appears on this field in setup. So this is for the Salesforce admin who works in the setup and creates fields so that whenever they're in the supplier's object over here and they go into fields and relationships and they see custom fields, they'll also be able to read the description, which will tell them why these custom fields were created so that they can act better. Help text, however, this is for the user, Salesforce user, not the admin. Basically, this help text appears on the user interface on the record page where your field is and where the user is gonna enter the postal code information in this field. They'll be able to see this help text. This is a simple uh, help text to guide the user on what to enter in this field and what this field represents. For now, I'm gonna say this field represents the postal code of this supplier. Although it's kind of self-explanatory in this current field since the name explains it all, but we can still leverage our help text if we like. And these are two optional fields. The ones with the red are required fields. So we don't want to give a description, or we can. We can, for now, let's just copy the description to the help text. Required checkbox. So this checkbox means that this field will be required to save a record. On the supplier object, whenever we try to save a record, we will have to enter a postal code in order to save it if I mark this as true. For now, I don't want it to be required. I want it to be an optional field. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. Unique fields, these fields help us uh, remove duplications and to disable there from being duplicate records created. The same postal code, most suppliers having same postal code. For now, this is not relevant. So I'm just going to leave it as is. External ID. This is not relevant for now, so I'm going to just leave it as is. But just a heads up, an external ID field is usually to connect used when we're bringing in data from an external system outside of Salesforce. Auto add this to custom report type. What this means is that this field, when we create this field, this will automatically make this field reportable. That means we can use this field when we're running reports. That's it. And default value, if you want to set a default value, let's say I want to say uh, 75100. That's a default postal code. So whenever we're creating a new supplier record, this value will automatically be populated in the postal code field. For now, obviously, it doesn't make sense for us to have a default value because all suppliers will have their own postal code. So I'm just going to leave this empty and we're going to click next. So this is for visibility on who can see this field and who cannot. For now, we're just going to mark this visible for everyone. So we're going to check this box. So this means everyone can see this field now. And if we want to only make this a read-only field, that people should only be able to see it but not edit it. So in that case, we would mark it as read-only. Now people can only read it, not edit. But we want them to be able to see it and edit it, so we will uncheck the read-only checkbox. So now everyone can see and edit the field. Next. So this. So do we want this field to appear on the front end UI when a user is creating the supplier record? Yes, we absolutely do. We want the user to enter in information where applicable, since it's an optional field, but we want this field to appear on the front end so that the user can enter information wherever necessary. So we will keep this checkbox true. If we remove this checkbox, that would mean that this field is going to be a hidden field and it's not going to show up on the page layout or on the front end record page. For now, we want to show it, so I'm going to mark this as checked. And we're going to hit save. There we have it. Our supplier postal code field is now saved. And we have a supplier postal code. This is our field name. This is our field label. This is our data type text with a limit of 10. And now if I go into this field, so I can see there's the description right here. There's the field name, the label, the object name, the data type, created by and modified by, everything else. And if I want to edit this field, I can simply go click on edit and I can change things however I want. And then I can hit save. Thank you. This is all.